Live from the GSN studios in Grafton, West Virginia, it's the Huddle.
And hello YouTube, welcome back here inside of the beautiful GSN studios. We're glad that you are with us today. It is the 21st of February and it is the 15th episode. Make sure to go like and subscribe so you never miss a new video of the Huddle. Philly, how's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. We've been busy doing a lot of different stuff, commentating basketball and that sort of thing.
Girls basketball's over for us, though.
Yeah.
Unless we can somehow do that regional game.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to commentate the regional game. But it's just been a busy basketball season. It's almost over. Girls are done. Boys have, three or four games left. So we're right in the swing of that. And also, we just released that we're doing our GSN documentary.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, man. I was going through my camera roll yesterday. We have a lot of nostalgic videos, dude.
We've got a lot of memories we're going to share. And I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to take a lot of time, though.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to be out for probably another 5 months, dude.
It's going to be a long project. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that because we're really excited to do that. And we'll release more teasers and trailers and stuff like that. So it'll be fun for us. And also, if you ordered any Huddle merch, that's coming in about 2 weeks. We placed the order the other day. So if you got that, good for you because it's going to be pretty cool.
It's really comfortable, too, apparently.
Yeah, soft cotton. So
yep.
Should be exciting. But let's jump in here today. So we're going to start off with basketball because that's what we've been focusing on, me and you, because when we commentate games, we've got to go through a lot of information. So that's what we've been doing for the most part. Let's start off with the boys. They have not found the success they wanted and the season that they wanted. They're still 0-15 right now, still looking for that first win.
Yeah, and these last 4 games, they can come out of there and get at least 3. And like Mason Markley always tells me, don't let them get 1 because you never know. A team can get 1 win and their confidence just goes through the roof.
And here's the thing, too. I think if they win, what did you say? The next 3 games, they can still have a chance to go to states. Right?
They have a chance no matter what. They just have to
be in the regionals.
Yeah, they don't have to play Fairmont Senior again, which is, honestly, I'd want to play Fairmont Senior again. I don't know if the players think that, but they played Fairmont Senior last time out really, really well when we went there. They were down, 4 in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
They just turned the ball over.
Final score of that game was 61-50, and I think if they would have played like that all year long,
they could have 9 wins.
They would have had 9 wins.
Yeah,
I agree with that statement. They played really well. They found their rhythm, which is something that they haven't done a whole lot of.
Yeah, and there was a lot of balanced scoring. Jacob Moats played really well off the bench. Dylan America didn't play that first quarter, but he had 8 points to go along with it. So there's some balanced scoring there. Like Tucker Stemple, Mason Markley had 12 of his own, so that's a really good outing for Grafton.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those younger guys step up in that young class, and I think the growth of the program is going in the right direction. Because you think about it, they're not losing a lot of guys.
Not at all. So, and that team they're getting Caden Keener back as well next year, and Grayson Ramsey might come back. So that's some really good signs for this team. It's only going to go up from here.
Yeah, I agree with that, Flea. And they have really, really struggled rebounding the basketball. We saw that in the senior game. I think that's one thing that Coach Johnson's looking to fix and work on in practice. They take on Philip Barber at home on the 25th. For us, that's tomorrow. So hopefully they can get a win in the rivalry game. Should be a good atmosphere. Yeah. Should be a lot of people there. So I don't know. We'll see.
And if they get their first win, man, Grafton's going to hold that against Philippi for a few months.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yep. It should be an exciting game. Meanwhile, the Lady Bearcats. What a season, man.
What a season, man. I just want to talk about the Southern game. Even though they lost that game, that atmosphere, there was over, 700 people in that gym?
Most packed I've seen it since we went to states.
And it was freaking loud in there. You guys thought it was loud when you're in there? When you have those headsets on and your volume's up to hear each other, it is loud.
It was very static. It was very loud. But they wrapped up their regular season on the road against Sissonville the other night with a win 65-47. That's a really good win. Sissonville's they're a really good team.
Yeah, they made it to states last year, if I'm not mistaken, and they're ranked 7th in AAA. I'm pretty sure they moved up. They're 6th now. Our girls are 4th. They fell a little bit. But that's a really good win for them. And Grafton has a pretty hard region to get out of with North Marion, East Fairmont, and Elkins. So that's a good win to end the year.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is they only suffered 1 loss this year, and it was to a team out of Maryland, which we just talked about, the Southern Garrett Rams, and that's a top-ranked Maryland team. They are first in the Appalachian Conference, so they are a really solid team, and that was a tough opponent.
Yeah, I mean, they honestly did not play that bad at all
No.
for that team, only losing by 18, and that team beat East Fairmont Elkins by 30+, so that's not a bad at all. And Hartzell Keener scheduled that team to get ready for states and find their weaknesses, and they found some weaknesses, worked on it, got a good win against Sissonville, and they're ready for the regionals.
Yeah, and so they are now the Big Ten champions, so they're going to have a first-round bye in the region. They will take on either Weir at the 4 seed or North Marion at the 5th seed. Whoever wins that game, they will face. But you really could not ask for a better season out of these girls. I mean, it was truly incredible. They were so disciplined, and everything just clicked for them.
Yeah, they play with that chemistry. They play with like a chip on their shoulder every game that they're the underdog in the game, but they're always the better team on the court, it looks like. And go into their defense, like we always say, that's some of the best defense I've seen watching basketball in person.
I agree with that. And each player is so different, and each one has their own different abilities, and it all just meshes so well together, and it works so well.
Yeah,
so,
they have that chemistry that's almost, it's uncoachable, if anything. That's really hard to get, and when you have chemistry like that, you're going to be a good team.
It's their ability to score in transition and just off of defense, off of turnovers. It's really been an incredible program to watch this year. And if you hadn't make it out to a game, go and check out their regional game coming up here soon. I don't have the date on it right now.
March 6th.
March 6th. So make sure you go check that out and show up to that, because that is going to be a really good game. This is one of the best years this program has ever seen, quite frankly. I mean, what, 20-1? Is it 20-1?
Yeah, 20-1, and they're undefeated in West Virginia. And, I mean, we couldn't ask for a better team to do our first year, man.
I know.
That's fun.
I mean, it's made our job a lot easier. So, shout out to the Grafton Lady Bearcats. They have done a phenomenal job, and hopefully they are going to continue their run into the state tournament, but we will see. So.
You guys might even catch us doing the regional game.
Hopefully. So. We'll see.
Yep.
I'm hoping. So, another team that has been hot right now is the Grafton swim team. They traveled to Morgantown to compete in the state swim tournament last week. They had a good showing. They didn't come out on top, I don't think, where they wanted to be. But they sent 2 individual swimmers to states and 2 relays, and that's a big deal for them considering how small they are.
Yeah, and you got to think, states, it's the best 24 swimmers in that event. So if you send 2 individual people, you have 2 of the best swimmers in that event out of the whole state. Think about how many schools there are, how many swimmers swim. Over 400 easily. So you got 2 top 25 swimmers here at Grafton, and Patrick Foley and Jonathan Mayer, and then you got a really good relay team for the girls there.
Yeah, and just to reiterate what Flea said, Patrick Foley swam in the 200 meter, Jonathan Mayer swam in the 50 free and the 100 free. Bella Lemon, Savannah Paez, Caroline Stead, and Julia Shea were in the 200 medley relay and the 200 free relay. And I know going to states, it's really about the experience too, and just being there and knowing that you found success in some way that season. And I can tell you that every one of those people had a great time.
Yeah, and swim atmosphere, like you think these soccer state games, basketball state games, swim atmosphere, man, is incredible. Yeah. It's insane. Every seat is packed. It's where the West Virginia Mountaineers swim at the aquatic center. So I mean, you got a lot of seats in there. It's really loud in there, and it's really awesome that these high school players get to swim in an environment like that.
Yeah, I agree. So, hopefully, next year swim is going to be good. I think their season's over now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, swim is now done. And usually when you think of swim, you don't think of it being in the wintertime during February. So I was kind of confused at that, but it makes sense now. It's indoors. So, swim is now officially over. They made it to states. Couldn't get where they wanted to be, but I think they had a good year, good learning year, and should show some good growth here coming up soon. But let's talk one more thing until we head to commercial break. We've got some wrestling to talk about. They are doing a great job over there. And if you missed our interview with Coach Shoemaker, head coach of the wrestling team, that was about a week ago, our last episode. We talked with him about wrestling. And this team has faced so much adversity at the beginning of the year. And they've struggled at the start, but they've looked really impressive, kind of turned their act around. And at the Big Ten Conference, we've got some results. Maverick Barsht, Braxton Rush, and Landon Wetzel all took second place in their respective weight classes. Dylan Garrison also placed 6th. So that alone in itself right there at the Big Ten Conference, to have that many guys place second is pretty incredible.
Yeah, and they're all freshmen. So, I mean, that's Coach Shoemaker. I was talking to him in the hallway one day. He told me they only have 3 seniors and 7 freshmen out of 10 wrestlers. So if you have 3 that place top 2 in the Big Ten, that's really good for the program.
Yeah, very talented group there coming up. So wrestling should be really good here in the next few years. And then just recently, regionals were held this weekend at Braxton County High School. Noah Nestor placed third in the region, and Braxton Rush placed second in the region. So those two guys will be heading to the state tournament.
Yeah, that's a really big deal. You got one senior and one freshman, and I mean, Coach Shoemaker said last year they didn't send a wrestler since 1979. Yeah. So, I mean, just flip the switch and take two this year is a really big deal.
It's pretty impressive, and you can catch those guys down in Huntington. That's where they'll be heading to the state tournament. So great feat there from the young guys. Noah Nestor, a senior, and Braxton Russ, a freshman.
Yep.
So good little thing they got going there. Wrestling's doing a great job. Make sure to go check them out. All right, when we come back, we're going to wrap things up here on the Hudl. Stay with us.
Hey guys, Parker here. I want to tell you about my friends at the Keystone Realty Group. When you're looking for your dream home, time is of the essence. The North Central West Virginia real estate market moves very quickly, so you need an agent that has their finger on the pulse and keeps you in the know. Keystone Realty agents are responsive, honest, and will go the extra mile to get you the deal you want on the home you love. That's why Keystone Realty is the only group I trust for all your buying, selling, and renting needs. Conveniently located in the Middletown Commons in Fairmont, West Virginia, Keystone Realty is your key to home ownership.
And welcome back in. As always, let's take a look and wrap things up here with the Mountaineer Minute. Flea, what's going on?
Let's start off with men's basketball. Hard loss at Texas Tech. They lost by 22 on the road. Mm-hmm. I mean, Texas Tech's a top 10 team, and if we won that game, that was probably our ticket to the big dance.
Yeah, so how is this going to affect us come March during the bracket? You know, is this going to have big stipulations on where we're at seeding-wise?
I think we just got to beat TCU and BYU, and then we're in. 18 wins and 12 losses should get you in, and we still have those Big 12 tournament games too, so we could get a good draw against like an Arizona State again and probably get our revenge on them, but I don't think that Texas Tech game is really going to matter that much for us.
I know Jalen already had us in, and then he had us out, and then he had us in. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah, we're seeing like 50% right now. We're playing like the 11 seed playing game, and then we got to go in and play a 6 seed. Mm-hmm. And then there was one bracket we were a 9 seed having to play UConn, and then we had to play Duke next round. So it's going to be a pretty tough draw.
It's going to be a battle.
Yeah, for wherever we get in. But a team that's for sure going to get in is the women's basketball team for WVU. They are hot right now, man.
No doubt.
Coming off a big win against Kansas State. JJ Quinterly. She's like a front runner for Player of the Year, in my opinion.
I agree with that. I've never seen someone like that. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, she's like what you want out of a two-way guard. Yeah. She can defend the ball really well, and she scores it really well. But her defense, man, oh my gosh, that is what propels this women's basketball team to be ranked 17th in the country.
And that whole team as a unit is really solid, too.
Yeah, and they take on a really tough TCU opponent tomorrow, Haley Van Lith and all them, so that should be a really good game. If they win that game, they could be ranked top 12 in the country probably.
I agree with that. They've done a great job. And baseball also doing really good, too. Yeah,
they're 6-0 right now. They beat Jacksonville, I'm pretty sure, in a triple header.
They just beat Lipscomb, I think, 5-0.
Yeah.
So they're doing good things over there, too.
Yeah.
That's coming off without a year of Randy Mazey. This is the first year without head coach Randy Mazey and J.J. Weatherholt.
And J.J. Weatherholt hit a homer for the Cardinals.
He did. Yep. Yes, he did. So all good things for the Mountaineer sports. Excited to do more about it and talk more about it. I want to do like a full Mountaineer episode. I feel like that'd be fun.
Dude, I feel like people would like it.
I think
if you guys want us to do that, we'll do it, dude.
We'll do it someday. Maybe this summer when we got more time.
Yeah.
Not anything's going on. We can do a Mountaineer 1. So that'll be fun. All right, thanks, Flea. And I think that's all the time we've got there for today. We'd like to thank you for sticking around. Make sure to stay tuned for next week. We've got more exciting topics to cover. Once again, myself, Parker Biller, and Noah Flea Foley. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day. God bless.